Okay, y'all, this thing's got a manual steering box on it. We're gonna get ready here. We got a kit that we're gonna put on it to make power steering. We already got the power steering pump on this motor, but we're gonna put a power steering box down here instead of manual. So we gotta get that ready and get it off and get our adapters and all put on there so we can see what we got to make it happen. Okay, y'all, we're gonna start on this steering box. We got to get it out of there. I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna do that. I got to get the pitman arm off first, which that's that center link down there. See that I kicked it perfect. That center link down there, I got to get it loose, and then I can take the gearbox off, and that center link will just the rest of it will stay on there. Just the gearbox will come off. That's all I need to take off. The gearbox and its partial shaft here. So we'll get to working on that.
All right, folks. So we forgot to film this, but this is the part of the this is the kit that we got. It's something similar to this, at least. Basically, they fixed this problem a long time ago. If you want to add power steering to an old truck, they make this little bracket kit. The main thing is, essentially what they're doing is they're changing the location of the holes so that you can mount a more modern Saginaw power steering gearbox to the frame. So that Saginaw box was in like all the newer trucks. So once you get past about 68 or something like that, pretty much all of them had it. So this is to convert over from manual to power and do it basically using the Chevy stuff. You can also do it with aftermarket gearboxes and things. So it just basically changes your bolt pattern. So Donnie's going to put it on the truck, and we'll see what he comes up with.
Okay, y'all, we're back on the power steering. This bolt hole's here and this bolt hole's here. So you put that bolt in, tighten it up, and you put that bolt in and tighten it up. Now they want me to drill that one and that one. So I got two to drill, and I got two in. This one obviously has got to come back out. I just used my old bolts that I took the steering box off with. So I got to drill 1, 2, and we'll see what that gets us. So I bought a brand new drill bit for this task. Half-inch bit. Supposedly lasts 6 times as long. It's 4 metal, 135 degrees. 3 tip. I ain't never heard of that name. We'll see. There ain't really a way to drill a pallet hole and get it centered. So I'm gonna have to start it with this thing and drill it all the way through with this thing and hope like crazy this thing works. So here we go. Okay, y'all, that ain't gonna work worth a diddly hoot. So what I did, I put that big drill bit in there, and that started a little pilot something or another. And I'm hoping, I switched down to a little small bit here. I'm hoping I can center off in that center of that big hole and drill it. And that will make it a lot easier. Because that big bit, there ain't no way I'll be here half the day. Kill 100 batteries trying to get it drilled in there. So I'm gonna drill this small one first, then I got a 3/8 bit. I'll step up to it, and then I'll hit that 1/2 inch bit in there. So we'll see how that works. But got another problem. All I got is big batteries. We're doing another job right now. I got most of my tools over there on that job. So all I got is a couple big batteries here that I keep in my truck for flashlights and all. And I got my impact here that I was using the other day. And it's got that on there, so you can't get a big battery in there with that on it. So all I got is my regular drill here, and I'm using impact. This particular bit and my 3/8 bit are impact. They're designed for the impact wrench. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can get it done with what we got. Okay, y'all, the holes. Hopefully you can see there. The holes all the way through there. The holes all the way through there. I got them. I hope. The bit went all the way through. Yep. And yep. So that should work there. And now we've got to drill out this hole, because this is the actual bolt hole. That's the threads. And the other one is the The other one I got to drill through. So we got to do that next. Yo, we have a problem, Houston. I don't know what I did with the steering box. I got to go find it. Okay, y'all. We got everything drilled out. There's no instructions really with this kit. You got to kind of figure it out as you go. So everything seems to be all right except this bolt. This bolt's the one that turns into here, okay? It threads into there. Well, it's too long. These Saginaws has got a notch there. When you get that notch, you can't get in there. Put it in backwards, then it's almost touching the notch. And you got to get all the way through that plus the head to get it turned in there. That bolt ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna have to go to the store and get another bolt to get the final installation. There is an extra bolt and nut in here. Right here. I'm assuming that goes in that spot, but that bolt is a pretty good bolt already. I don't know why I need to change them, so I'm gonna leave that bolt in there. Cause this, I mean, that head stamp is a grade 8, but you know that's a grade 5. And these are all, well, this stamped is a grade 8, so these are 5/8. The original ones was 3/4. So these are not 1/2 inch. I don't know why they wanted me to drill it 1/2 inch. I mean, that's, you know, that's got play in there, good play. So obviously these go in from the other side. I better not leave that sitting there. Somebody go, oh, you put it in backwards. So anyway, there's plenty of play there. I set the box up there. It does bolt on. I'm fixing to bolt it back up. I had to take it apart to see what socket that was, or not, see what size it was. I was pretty sure it's 5/8, but I wanted to take it apart and check. I'm gonna set it up there. I don't know if I ought to tighten them 3 bolts because it's gonna be able to move. If that bolt ain't lined up, I'm gonna be screwed. I guess after I get them kind of snug, I can tighten this one up. It should lock it into place. But it's 5 o'clock, or it's 6:30 on a Monday night, and there ain't nobody open around here that would have a fine thread bolt. So I'm gonna have to go to Charlotte, which is 50 miles or so, to get that bolt. And I think I just lost the bolt. I'm gonna have to back the camera up to see what I did with that bolt. Oh, it's down here. Okay, so I got to go get me one of these bolts. It's a fine thread 3/8, it looks like. But I got some, I know where I can get that. That ain't no problem. I just need it smaller. Hell, but how much smaller? Okay. I had that, yep. I need the thread size. If it's the same size as the threads of this, I'll be good. So I'm gonna flip this up here and bolt it up, and I'll show you what it looks like after that. Okay, y'all, we just stopped, and I got that bolt that I needed. I think it's about that length is what I said. But I'm at Potts Hardware in Charlotte. I had to come down here to get it. That's 7/16 fine thread. If anybody needs to know that, 7/16 fine thread. That's what it is. I called it 3/8 fine thread, and it is not. It's 7/16. So, anyway, drilling a 1/2 inch hole for a 7/16 bolt. Okay, there it is, bolted up. I ain't put the, I haven't put the, come on y'all, help me out here. The pitman arm. Haven't put the pitman arm on there yet, or I haven't put the rag joint on. because I was just seeing how it looked up there. Looks like it's gonna work, but I gotta take it back off. You know, that bolt, I said, I don't know why they gave you that bolt. The head's smaller to miss the box. And the head smaller to miss the box, and the you can't get a socket on the backside, so you got to wiggle and finagle and finesse to get in there to it. So they give you a smaller bolt where you can get it there better. Okay, y'all, there it is, all bolted up. I spray painted the plate there so it wouldn't stick out like a sore thumb, but power steering's bolted up, looking good. Now I gotta hook the rag joint up, and looks like it's gonna work pretty good there. I got to hook the rag joint up and put the why can't I remember the drag links over there and the pitman arm? I can't remember that pitman arm for some reason. But anyway, I got to put the pitman arm on there and the rag joint. And then this job will be done until I have to plumb it. But I ain't plumbing it till after I put the fenders on there. If I plumb it before the inner fenders, I won't know where to cut the hole. I need to be here where I can cut a hole in that inner fender and know where it goes through there, where I'm not just willy-nilly in. Okay, y'all, I got the rag joint in. It's bolted up. Looks good. Got the pitman arm in. That was a kind of a chore there. Basically, you got to take the steering box back out and put it back in. I did get the bottom bolt in. I had to buy 1 1/4 inch. It went in. It's done. Pitman arm's in. I've got to tighten it up. I ain't got neither side tight. But I did full revolution to one side to the other to make sure that the tires, it's not going to hit nothing there. It's not hitting nothing. It looks good. Hell, it worked. Believe that. I got one hose over here. I've got another hose. I've got a 90 coming for. It's just going to 90 it off. I'm going to go right under it. So we got them coming. I'm going to try to get this pressure hose on. I think I've got a pressure hose for it. Maybe, maybe not. So we may or may not get it all together tonight. But we got it in there. That's the big thing. I can't believe we got it. But this looks like a good stopping point. Everybody knows how to do the rest of it. You just hook 2 lines in and you run it up there and hang a box. I mean, that's all, that's factory up there, and this is going to be factory here. The main thing was getting that plate in there and getting all the holes bolted and everything bolted. So we got it. And like I said, it's all together. We got interrupted by a phone call there, but subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up for filming it, and we'll catch you on the next one.